Let's do a baby bath step by step. I would advise to grab a teddy or something that you have close by and get one of those nappies out of the bags and practice as I go along. So let's get ready. What do we need for a bath? We need a vest, you need a onesie, you obviously need a nappy, a face cloth, cotton pads. You can go through them quite quickly. So what I started doing is to just tear it into 2 pieces and make sure that I use the smooth side, not the rough side, because that can lose little pieces of cotton wool if you wipe the face. Just the soft side if you want to save on them a little bit. You can use a digital thermometer like this little one that my husband bought. It needs to be around 37 degrees, or you can just do the age-old method and you use your elbow to test the water. I am using a doll and not a real baby so that I can slowly talk you through it and that you can follow exactly. So when everything is set up, before you undress the baby, just get the bath water ready. Fill the baby bath until about 3/4. Please bear in mind, if the baby's umbilical cord is still on, you cannot submerge it in the water. You have to fill the bath with much less water and wipe the baby down with a face cloth. When the cord has fallen off, then you can start bathing and submerging the baby fully in the water. Undress the baby until only the nappy. We don't want to fiddle with the baby without a nappy. They are bound to pee at some point. So until you are ready to put this baby in the bath, keep that nappy on. Where you decide to bath is up to you. Just make sure that the room is warm and make sure that the bath is about hip height. You can see in this video here, it is way too high because I'm using a much higher compactum than the average. So I didn't bath my babies on this one. You need to be able to comfortably lift your baby in the bath. And it shouldn't be too low either, because if you had, for instance, a C-section, you won't be able to bend that low and get back up without a lot of discomfort. So you need 2 towels, one hooded and one normal. If you don't have a hooded towel, that's okay, just use another towel. We're going to dry with the hooded towel and use the other towel to dress the baby on something that is dry. So first we start by washing the face, then the hair, and then the body. When you start with the face, just wrap her up because she's going to be cold, and I'm going to sit her up just for the purpose of this video that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Please note, this baby needs to be lying down at all times when you do this. This is just purely for demonstration. When you wash the face, baby needs to be flat. Okay, so you start with the eyes. Your bath that you can't see in the video is going to be right next to you. So you take a cotton pad in the water, squeeze it out, and then you wipe from inside to outside. You don't repeat it, you use a clean pad if there are still more gunk in the eye that you want to get out, and you repeat on the other side. When you clean the face, think of a number 3. And that is the format that you are going to do. You wash one half of the face and then the other half. So you're going to go around the eyes, around the nose, around the mouth, and then a little extra of 3 tail at the bottom to get into all the nooks and crannies and creases on the face. And you repeat that on the other side. With the ears, make sure that you get behind the ears. Babies love to have milk pooled all the way inside the ears and behind the ears when they go bleh, and they lie on their back and the milk just runs down like this. So make sure that you get behind the ears and you get inside the ears. You just wipe nice and clean. No, please don't use any earbuds on babies. You can damage and injure their ears on the inside. You only use a cotton pad to wipe inside. And lastly, you're going to wipe their neck. There are a lot of folds here sometimes, so make sure you get into all the folds where the milk goes and sits, and it can start smelling a little bit bad if you don't clean it nicely. Hands and face you clean twice a day. In the morning when they wake up, and at night before bedtime. It makes them feel all nice and fresh. Hands you can clean actually multiple times during the day. What is very normal for babies is to keep their hands clenched, and when they do that for long periods of time, they start getting some fluff inside their hands, and you don't want them to take it in their mouth, so make sure that you just wipe it during the day. So on bathing, you don't need to bath the baby every day. It is up to you, but in terms of cleanliness, babies are not dirty. You wipe the bum every time you change a nappy. You clean the face and the hands twice a day. So theoretically, they don't need to bath that often. You can absolutely bath your baby once a week if you want to, because baby skins are sensitive. So you wash away their natural oils every time you bath them, which means you have to replace them. And it's purely because their skins are so sensitive and can react to anything we put on that we say, you know what, for the first 6 weeks, don't bath too much and don't put any additional oils on it. However, people do their own things and it might not work for you. I personally didn't follow that either because my girls settled really well after a bath. So we did bath them every day when we brought them home because it helped them settle at night. And you know, that's okay. Even if it's not ideal, you do what works for you. I'm just saying what is recommended out there. If you want to wash 2-3 times a week, absolutely fine as well. 6 weeks is that golden period where babies adjust to the outside life and where their skin toughen up. But having said that, some babies do have a very dry skin without you even washing them regularly, and if you do want to put something on, something like an emollient, that works better than aqueous cream. Aqueous cream gets absorbed, but it doesn't prevent moisture from the skin to escape. An emollient is oil-based and it prevents moisture to escape the skin, but what is even better is some natural oils like coconut oil, olive oil, almond oil that you can rub on the baby if their skin look a little bit dry. Okay, so the face is clean and we now need to wash the hair. Wrap the baby up nicely in a towel, and when you pick the baby up, you need to support their head. So with one hand, you're going to pick up the baby's head very gently, and with the other hand, you're going to support the bum. And as you bring the baby towards you, think of a rugby ball or a football, and you're going to put this baby under your arm as if you are holding a rugby ball or a football. This way, you have one hand free because the baby is securely in your other arm. Then you're going to go over the bath, gently wet the baby's hair. You can even do it with a face cloth, which is really nice, depending on how much hair they have. You can put your shampoo in if you want to. You can just wash it with water. If you do use these kind of shampoos, it's literally the size of a pea on your hand, very tiny little bit. When you put the baby back, that is where the hooded towel comes in very handy. When you put it down in the first place, you fold it back. The hoodie is folded back. Now when you put the baby down, bum first, before you release the head, just pull that hoodie out and cover the baby's head, and you know that you can pat their hair dry. Now we are moving on to the bath. This is now where you're going to finally take off that nappy. And again, we need to have a secure hold on the baby. So you're going to start with the same maneuver as when you pick the baby up when you wash the hair. Lift the head, slide your hand behind, but instead of stopping and putting the baby's head in your arm, you're going to go further and take the baby's arm on the opposite end to have a secure grip on your baby, and the baby's head is going to lie on your forearm. With your other hand, you're going to go underneath the baby's legs and also pick up the opposite leg, and you can see here that I've got a very good grip on my baby so that she doesn't fall out of my hand as I take her to the bath. Many people love to put cream on their babies before they put them in the bath. Just bear in mind, it makes them super slippery. If it works for you, you need to make sure that you have the baby in a very, very secure hold, because it's not recommended to put the cream on beforehand, as the baby can slip out of your arms. They are super slippery, trust me on that. But you're going to make it work for you. Just a note on these baths with the inserts. I know they sell them like this, it's not a must, and it actually really bothered me because I couldn't put the baby down to sit on their own. They were definitely way too small and they would slide down, and when they got bigger they were uncomfortable in this position. So if you are getting a bath, ones without the insert work actually much better. When you put her in the bath, go feet first, just maybe 1 foot at a time, that she doesn't get a fright off the water. Slowly put them in, and I'm going to take the bath away here that you can actually see the maneuver that you need while the baby is in the bath. The bath is just going to be in the way for me now. So you hold the baby, wash in the front. This is where you can use the face cloth, wipe everywhere. When you want to get to the baby's back, you just transfer the baby from one hand to the other, let her lie forward with the head on your arm, take the other arm and you can wipe the back, you can let her go back, and lastly you can wipe the genitals. When you take her out, you do the same thing where you lift, when you put your hand underneath her legs, lift her up, take her out, put her on the hooded towel. You can pick her up. They're going to cry at this point because they're cold and they're wet and they're uncomfortable. Wrap your baby a little bit just to get most of the water off, and then you can transfer the baby to the dry towel where you can get her dressed. And that's a baby bath. Practice on a teddy or something that you just get a feel for it, but I guarantee you it's going to become second nature so quickly. As I said, this is not a real baby. I'm using a doll so that I can explain to you exactly what you need to do, but I promise I've used the same guidelines for my twins. Everything that I'm telling you is practical.